Yo, what is up, boys? Welcome back to another free pick video where I'm going to be giving you guys my absolute best locks for today's game. I have 4 locks for you guys. I'm also going to be giving you guys a massive $350 free play. If you guys want that, literally all you have to do is join the free play, and it is linked down below in the comment section. Join up. I'm going to be sending you guys another bonus play on there as well. I give you guys a ton of stuff for free, honestly, so make sure you guys join that plan and take advantage of that. Also, I owe one of you guys a free month of VIP picks, but right before we hop into that free month, guys, we have to do some recapping. So right now we are absolutely on a massive win streak. The last 3 days in a row we have been extremely profitable. We have been on 3 winning days, but not just 3 regular days, guys. The first 2 days we had a complete sweep, and we almost swept the board yesterday as well. I gave you guys 5 picks in that video. We ended up going 4-1 on yesterday's video, so we are 18-1 over the last like 3 or 4 days just from the free pick videos alone, guys. That's not even including VIP. So we're 18-1 right now on a crazy run, 3 straight winning days. And then this was the total VIP cheat sheet that I had for the entire day, so we did pretty good, honestly. I'll take this. Over 6% hit rate is what we go for. I think we had even better yesterday. You guys can check that recap out, but we scroll down here. I want to let you guys know, be smart with your bankroll. I'm seeing some of you guys comment saying you're making over $500 just off these 4 free plays that I'm giving you in these videos, guys. Literally, if you made over 500 or 200 bucks, whatever you made, take a small amount of that out, withdraw it, guys, invest in VIP. You guys will be flipping your bankroll even more, because imagine you guys are winning this much just off the 4 picks that I'm giving you. I'm giving you guys a lot more over in VIP. So if you are making money with us, invest that, guys. Keep flipping your bankroll and cashing with us out even more. Of course, I give you guys a lot of free picks, but I have to have VIP up as well. Unless the YouTube channel starts getting like 100,000 subs and 25,000 views a video, we're always going to have VIP available. So make sure you guys hop over there so you can maximize your profits. And then also, I gave you guys another option, because a lot of you guys were DMing me and talking about the year pass. You didn't want to hop just straight on the year pass just yet, so I did discount the week pass, guys. If you guys, I will have this link down below in the comment section as well. 50% off for the week pass. You guys can jump on there, get a little bit of profits with us, even though you've been cashing out 18-1 the last 3 days. If you want to hop on just the week pass, test out VIP, you guys can do that for half off right now. I will have it linked down below, but the year pass is where you're going to get the most value, guys. Normally it's $175 for a month. With the year pass, you're only paying $45 a month, guys. 75% off. So if you guys click on this right here, it's going to take you to another recap. Just click this link. It's going to take you to the year pass and give you a massive discount. Normally, as you guys saw, if we go over here to the store, $75 for a week, $175 for the month. The year pass is normally $2,000, guys. We have 4 slots remaining, in NFL and college football are just now getting started, guys. That is our most profitable league so far. Now, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think we were going to make this much in MLB and NBA this year, but it may be getting close to our football season. So our best season is about to start, guys. We have 4 slots remaining for the entire year pass. It's going to get you a massive discount using this promo code football. You just click that link down below in the comment section. Like I said, $45 a month, guys. So if you guys are cashing with us and making tons of profit, literally invest that. Get rid of those last 4 slots, because we're not going to be restocking the year pass anymore. Once football season starts, I only do that once a year. And then of course we have that week pass if you guys just want to test that out. Both of those are down below. Now let's hook one of you guys up with a free month of VIP picks, because honestly, you guys supporting the channel is worth more than $175 to me, because you're growing at an extremely fast rate. So what we're doing is, guys, as soon as we get to 50 likes on this video, I'm gonna keep the like goal low because you guys have been absolutely killing it. Get the 50 likes on this video, subscribe, because we are going to 4,000 extremely fast, and then turn on your post notifications so you guys do not miss when I post a video, because we are hot right now and you guys do not want to miss these prompts. So when you guys drop any comment down below after you like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications, just drop a comment down below. It could be of anything, guys. If you guys have bonus prompts that you like, if you have any comments of the prompts that we're about to go over, drop that down below. Or it could be just how much you guys have been making. Drop that down below in the comment section. It's going to enter you for this free month of VIP picks. So the winner for last video's month of VIP picks is going to be BP. What is it? BBP Sports, I think is how you say it. a little bit of tongue twister. If you're watching the video right now, sports, drop a comment down below so I can get in contact with you. Hook you up with your free month of VIP picks. For you guys supporting the channel for completely free, liking and subscribing is free. I'm gonna hook you guys up for free as well. So now that that's out the way, guys, let's jump into the first prop that I have for today. And the first prop, we're going to be taking Lindor, but I want to go over the games really quick. So if we go over here and look at the hit total, this is why I try to tell you guys, don't go off just projections, because it looked like on one of the websites that I use for my projections having a glitch right now. This first game right here, guys, this is not the top hit total. I don't know what this is or why it says 32 is expected in this game. I know they probably have good matchups or whatever, but I'm just gonna stay away from this game in total. Because also, if we go over here to Outlier, one of my other research tools, I can't even click on Colorado to see their pitching stats. Like, every time I try to click on it, it just messes up. I can do it on every other game except for that one, as you can see. So I'm not sure what's going on with that game in general. Plus, we just cashed back-to-back days off the Pittsburgh versus the Rockies game anyway. We've been cashing out a lot on them. We've been using Tommy, I think Tommy on both days, and then we've also been taking Nick and a couple other guys. We've been cashing out, so we made enough off this game. I'm going to stay away from it. What I'm going to be going with for the first prop, we're going back to Lindor. Now, we just cashed on him yesterday. I'm going to be going back with him again. So if we go over here to this recap, let's see if I can just find, we scroll down here, let's go through all these plays. You can see Lindor is one of the guys we just cashed out on. Let's flip through a couple of them because we might double back to some of these guys. Dylan was one of them. We had Juan Soto. We had Freeland. Like I said, we just cashed out on this game multiple days in a row. So flipping through some of these wins, guys, as you can see on the screen, we might go back to some of these guys later on, maybe in VIP. I'm going back with Lindor for a few reasons. So if we look at the matchup that we have tonight versus Elder, you can see he has a 5-9 record. His whip is a 1.55. That's extremely good for us. League average, I think, is about 1.28, 1.29. So he has an above league average whip, which means he's giving up more walks, more hits per innings. And then, so that's extremely good for us. We can look at his hits per 9, his innings pitched, strikeouts per 9 as well. But look at this last 10, guys. Lindor has been hot for us. I think this week in total, over these last 10 games that we see, I think we cashed out maybe 3 or 4 times just off Lindor alone. So going to be going back with him for the 3rd or 4th time. Not sure how many times it is. I'm going back again, guys. The matchup is great. His last 10 is good. He's extremely hot right now. But of course, you guys don't want to go just off last 10. I do a deep dive into all these picks in VIP, and then I give these out to you guys. So let's go into the deep dive. We can look at his head-to-head matchup and see the last like 6 games in a row, he has been killing them head-to-head. He's been killing, this team specifically. But you can't just go off the team. We have to go off against the specific pitcher, because let's say they change to a different pitcher, same team, he could, like you see some of these going under. But the last 6 has been hot versus the team. We can look at his left-handed pitchers versus right-handed pitcher. So Elder is a right-handed pitcher. If we filter games last 10 by right, let's do right-handed pitcher, scroll down so you guys can see. Versus the right-handed pitcher, he is 9 out of 10 games. Versus left-handed pitcher, you see he is 6 out of 10 games. So versus the matchup tonight against Elder, he obviously does a lot better versus the right-handed pitcher, which is exactly what we have. If we do head-to-head, right-handed pitcher, you can see the last 5 games in a row. Versus left-handed pitcher, only 2 out of the last 4 in their head-to-head when they had a left-handed pitcher. So obviously a lot better matchup there. Let's scroll down, look into his plate appearances. They look pretty solid as of recently. He's getting 4 to 5, even 6 in some of these, so that's pretty solid for us. Now let's look at their head-to-head matchup. Lindor versus Elder over the last, since 2018. He has 13 plate appearances, 6 hits, guys. 6 hits is absolutely massive. 2 home runs, another really great stat for us, and then 4 RBIs. So he's been killing it against Elder, this specific pitcher, and this team. And his last 10 is no reason I would not go back to this prop again. I don't care how many times we cash out on it. With a matchup like this, I'm taking this back every single time. So we can see on the season, he has a batting average of 265. Versus right-handed pitcher, you can see the average increases, which means he does better versus the right-handed pitcher at a 279. We can see his WRC plus, he has a 123 on the season, rounded up to 124 versus a 139 rounded up versus the right-handed pitcher. So he creates more runs versus the right-handed pitcher. Obviously he gets more hits. And then his ERA, we're going to go over to the pitcher and look at Elder today. His season average is 6.29 ERA. So his earned runs allowed, or average, I'm not sure which one that A stands for, is 6.29 versus left-handed batters. He obviously does a little bit better, well, a decent bit better actually. He has a 4.82 versus left-handed batters. So he normally has, his best matchups come versus left-handed batter. But honestly, that's not enough to scare me away, guys. Only a 2-point difference. I'm still going to be running this prop. Batting average 292 versus 272, so we have a slight decrease there. So the matchup for Lindor is absolutely perfect on his end. And then Elder, you can see with him having a 1.55 whip, guys, this ERA is not enough to scare me away. He gives up a lot of walks plus hits per innings in the league average. Plus Lindor has been hot. We've already went over everything. Definitely going to be running this one. Now let's go over and look at my projections chart and also look at their head-to-head matchup in the last, I think the last 3 years, I think they go by. So if we go over here and let's move this here so I can track this a little easier, you can see all the guys who has a really great matchup, like matchup history versus their pitcher today. This is exactly what this chart shows. You can see here is the advantages that they have. So 10 is the best advantage versus that pitcher. And then you can see negative anything. I think negative 10, it means they have an extreme disadvantage versus that pitcher, which means the pitcher has the advantage on their end. So with us having a lot of 10 right here versus these top guys, we have, I think, most of these in today's video we're about to go over. But looking at Lindor, we look at his stats versus Elder. You can see the last 3 years alone. So the first one we just looked at was, get rid of this. The first one we just looked at head to head was since 2018. So if we go over here in the last 3 years, we can see that in the last 3 years he has 12 plate appearances, 10 at-bats, 6 hits, guys. So out of his 10 at-bats, 6 of those resulted in hits, 2 of those resulted in home runs, and then he doesn't have a bunch of strikeouts versus Emilio. He has 0 strikeouts, so that's absolutely great for us. I'm definitely loving this matchup. Going to be going with that one for the first pick. Now hopping over into the second pick that I'm going with today, I think you say his name, Jurickson. We're going with Jurickson Profar. I'm taking him over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Lindor was the same thing. If I didn't say it, you guys saw it on the screen. Lindor over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We're going to be going with this one. His matchup is not as good as Lindor's. His pitcher does have about league average. He has a 1.23 whip, so he's not giving up as many walks plus hits per innings as the first matchup we just looked at. He has an 8-5 record, so he's going against a little better pitcher. But we're going to scroll down here and look over why I still love this prop. So looking at his head-to-head versus the team, every time they had a left-handed pitcher, you can see he's killed it the last 2 games. But if I take this filter off and you guys just look at the regular head-to-head, he's only 7 for 12, which is still pretty decent, 58%. So it's more than 50% on the over. But he did just miss this last time, which was yesterday versus them. But like I said, I like to go versus off pitcher matchup, not just the team. I like to look at the team as well, but when we look at the pitcher matchup, we can see exactly what we have. So looking at it, we can see versus left-handed pitcher versus the team. Like I said, those two he went over. He's 3 for 5 head-to-head. If we go to his last 10 versus left-handed pitcher, we can see his 6 out of 10 games on the over, so a 60% hit rate on the over. And then if we go by any, you can see he's 5 out of 10. So he should be doing a lot better versus the left-handed pitcher. We're going to scroll down and see that in just a second. Plate appearances look pretty solid. He's getting around 4 to 5 each game. Even got 6 in one of these, so I'm definitely loving that. Now looking at their head-to-head matchup since 2018, they have faced off. He has 7 plate appearances, 4 hits, no home runs, but 3 RBIs, guys. Absolutely great matchup so far. That's since 2018. We're going to look at the last 3-year stats as well. If we're looking at Profar, we can see his league average or his season average at 260 batting average, and then versus left-handed pitchers, you can see he does better with that 280 average. You can see his hits, his runs, his RBI stats as well, and then his WRC plus, so weighted runs created plus, you can see he has a 135.8 on the season, and then versus left-handed batters, obviously a little bit better, 139.1. So matchup versus left-handed pitcher for him, obviously really good for us. Now looking at Peterson, and we go down here, we can see his batting average on the season is a 237 versus right-handed batters. He has a 241, so we have that advantage. Now his ERA, we do have a slight decrease. He has a 3.14 ERA. So his earned runs allowed or average is 3.18. What I meant to say, and then versus right-handed batters, you can see he has a 3.04. So slight decrease there. Like I said, none of these are enough to scare me away from these plays. When we go look at these head-to-head matchups, we can even look at his weighted on base average or allowed, whichever one the A stands for. I get confused. You can see he has an increase there as well. So definitely loving that one. Let's get ready to look into the last 3 years. All right, guys. So in the last 3 years, we can look at their matchup. We can see he has a 9 advantage. So we don't have a perfect 10, but he does have a 9 advantage when it comes to facing off against each other. Obviously, we have that advantage on the batter side. Looking at the plate appearances in the last 3 years, he has 8. His at-bats, he has 8, and he has 5 hits. So out of those 8 at-bats, 5 of those resulted in a hit. No home runs. But if we look over here, he doesn't have a bunch of strikeouts either. So that is really good for us, which means he have an extremely good matchup versus pitcher, a right-handed batter, and we have batting history within the last 3 years as well. So really solid. We looked at how we done in the last, 2 head-to-head games when he faced off against a left-handed pitcher. We saw he had really great results there as well. So if you guys look over this chart, like I said, you guys can always pause, even do your own research. I have this Outlier tool linked down below in the description for you guys. You guys get a free trial, so you don't have to pay for it like I am. The first 7 days is a free trial. You guys can take this chart, look at any of these guys that you like when they have a good advantage and good batting history, put it on Outlier, see if they're on a trend or what's their batting order from top to bottom, and then see if you guys liking those props as well. You don't have to just use the ones I'm using in this video. But every single prop I'm giving you in this video, I'm going to be playing in VIP. Do not put all 4 of these on the same slip, guys. I'm just showing you props that I like. I'm not how I'm pairing them together. If you guys want that, you can jump over into VIP for those plays. So with that being said, we're going to get ready to hop into the next prop. But right before we do, like I said, I give you guys a lot of stuff for free. And I also want to continue to support you guys because you guys are supporting me. So with that being said, if you guys want a free week of VIP picks and you did not win that month, the way you can get a free week without even buying it, guys, is literally just hop on Sleeper if you haven't already. If you use promo code ApexBetz or use that link down below in the comment section to sign up, it's going to automatically enter that code for you, and you're also going to get some pretty nice bonuses. So if you hop over on Sleeper using that code, they're going to match your deposit up to $100. So whatever you guys put in, they're going to double it. And then whatever you guys, when you do make that deposit, just drop a comment or DM me on Discord, any one of those guys. Let me know you guys joined Sleeper using my code, and I'll hook you guys up with a week's worth of VIP picks. And like I said, normally that's around $75 for a week. You guys get it for completely free just for supporting the channel. I'm going to support you guys as well. Now don't worry if you already have Sleeper, guys. You can also use Chalkboard. Chalkboard is going to be giving you $20 just for downloading and using my code. Same offer when you make a deposit. Let me know so I can get you guys in. Or ParlayPlay, guys. You guys have been seeing me play on this a lot. Now this is pretty huge too. If you guys go back maybe 1 or 2 videos, you saw I just had 3,000 in this account. We've made so much over the last 3 days. I've got this up to 7,000 already, guys. So we're making a bunch right now. If you join ParlayPlay using promo code ApexBetz or use that link, same thing. They're gonna match your same deposit like Sleeper up to $100. Just let me know so I can get you guys in that VIP. So with that being said, guys, let's hop over to the third prop that I'm liking for today, and we're gonna be taking JT. Now looking at JT, I have 2 in the same game actually, so I'm kind of risking it here because these first 2 props are in the same game. I think it's Mets versus Braves, and then these 2 are also in the same game right here. We got Nationals versus Philly. So looking at it, I'm going to be taking JT over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Let me show you exactly why I love this. Now this line opened up at 2.5, so they were kind of expecting him to go over anyway. They ended up dropping it down to 1.5. So if you have this line, definitely run it at 1.5. If you don't have it, all those apps I just showed you, Chalkboard, Sleeper, and ParlayPlay, you guys can get that line at 1.5 for extremely good payout. Still, they're not going to be extremely like knocked off or discounted. So for this line, you can look at it. Last 10 games, he is 5 out of 10, so he's only cashed the last 5 so far. But it's been the recent games that he's been cashing, so he's been pretty hot right now in the last 5. We just look at those. Going back to the last 10, we can see if we go by versus right-handed pitcher, which is what his matchup is tonight. So I go over here and I click on the right guy. If we look at Irvin, who he's going off against tonight, he has an 8-8 record and he has a 1.40 whip, which is good for us. That means he gives up more hits, more walks per inning. You know, league average, like I said, is around 1.28, 1.29 is league average. So 1.40 is absolutely good, which means he has a bad whip, guys. So we're going to be taking that good matchup that we have there. We're going to be comparing that with the fact that he's already hot. Let's look at versus the right-handed pitcher. So versus right-handed pitcher, you can see his last 5 gets even a little better. If I can go back up here and click on it, his last 5 gets even better, being 4 out of 5 games versus the right-handed pitcher when they have faced off head-to-head. If we just do any, we can see same thing, 4 out of 5. But he's had more recent, or like 2 higher games, 5 and 6 right here, when he's been facing off against left-handed or the right-handed pitcher. Gapping a little bit, so let's scroll down so we can get to some more stats. We have plate appearances right here. They look pretty solid as well. He hasn't been getting 2 or 3. He's been getting 4 or 5 each and every game as of recently, so we're definitely loving that. And then looking at their head-to-head matchup. So JT versus Irvin, guys, he has 15 plate appearances since 2018. 6 of those resulted in hits. 1 of those was a home run, absolutely huge for us, guys. He could just get the home run today, knock it out of the park, and cover this line in 1 bat. And then we also have 3 RBIs, which is pretty big for us as well, because we're taking this line over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So looking at it, I'm loving the head-to-head so far. I'm loving the whip that we have for the pitcher. Versus right-handed pitcher, you can see JT has a 304 batting average versus the 279 he normally has on the season, and he has a 107 season average of his weighted runs created plus. And then versus right-handed pitcher, we have an increase there as well, with one being at 125.3. Excuse me if I'm jumping over my words a little bit. I'm recording this video extremely early for you guys. I switched my schedule around so I can get these videos out like midnight, and you guys have absolutely been loving it. Views have went up more. You guys have been actually paying attention and locking in the props versus me dropping the video 3 hours before the game starts and everyone can't get to it. So let's go to the last 3 years and look at what we have there. So going back to that chart that I have for you guys, we can see JT is second right here on the list. He has a really great matchup. He has that 10 advantage as well versus Irvin. Like I said, the last 3 years, 15 plate appearances, 15 at-bats, 6 of those resulted in hits, 1 home run. So within the last 3 years, he's been hot. Instead of just going all the way back to 2018. So we have more recent stats there. And then he also doesn't have a bunch of strikeouts versus Irvin. So I'm definitely loving that. We have Lindor on here. We got JT on here. We had Profar on here. Everyone so far has been like in the top 5 guys that we're taking. I'm loving the matchups. Obviously, these projections, well, these aren't even projections. These just show the matchup, actually. It's just showing the history. Projections, you would be looking at maybe this right here, the hit total. These are projections and stuff like that, maybe projected scores. But I'm actually looking at the history chart for this one. So all these guys have extremely great history versus their pitcher. And let's get ready to jump into the last one that I'm going with. So JT over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And we're also going to be taking Bryson Stott. You guys just saw him on the chart as well. He has the same matchup versus Irvin. They're on the same team. I'm going to actually click on that game and show you guys. If we go over here, you can see Bryson Stott is the #1 up here at the top. He's a left-handed batter. We're going to go over all that on Outlier. He has a 10 advantage versus Irvin. 19 plate appearances, 19 at-bats, 7 of those resulted in a hit, 2 of those home runs, and then he only has 1 strikeout versus him. So matchup is pretty good. Let's go click on this game and look into it. Actually, before I even do that, I forgot to even mention, if we go back to the last 3 years, click on hits, look at the matchup, look how many Philly guys are on this list. So in this game for Philly, you guys can really take almost anyone from this game. All these guys have extremely great matchups. That's one of the things I wanted to mention to you guys. That's why I say if you need to pause, look over this chart. You guys can kind of pick and choose who you want, but all these guys really have a great matchup. I'm just taking the ones with the best matchup history behind them. So we go and look into this game and click on them one more time. Go to the full game. You guys can see what the projected score is. Nationals, they're projecting to get around 4 runs. And Phillies, they're projected to get around 7. If we scroll down, I don't really do too much. Now I could start doing game picks if you guys want that as well. Maybe give 1 or 2 of those in the video. I'm gonna start dropping that in VIP because I saw some of you guys run sportsbook plays and you guys don't have DFS apps. I'm in a city that's right next to North Carolina, where I'm literally like 20 minutes away, and I go over there to lock in my game picks. I just don't drop them in VIP because I wasn't sure if I was going to be consistently, locking those in. But we did pretty good today. I think I'm up maybe around 9 units just off betting on who's going to win, stuff like that, or minus 1.5, plus 1.5. So I could start dropping that down below. If you guys want that, let me know down below in the comment section. I may start including those in the video as well. But let's scroll down, look into this game. We have Irvin right here, and we also have Suarez. And now if we scroll down, like I said, all these guys have great matchups. We have Trey Turner, we got Kyle, we got Harper. We just cashed off him yesterday. We got JT. All these guys have extremely great matchups. Looking at the batting order, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they go top batter, like whoever is the best at getting on base is normally the first bat, all the way down to the worst batter, but maybe like I think a faster player or someone who's good at completing their runs. Bats at around 7th, 8th, and 9th. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. We have JT right here. He's 4th batter, which means I'm pretty sure these are where the power hitters sit, somewhere in the middle. Guys who can hit home runs and get these guys their runs once they get on base. So we have JT right here, which means he should be one of the power hitters for this team. We can see he has For his projections, he projected to get a hit 1.23. His run, you can see 0.74, and then RBIs 0.82. Like I said, I don't really go off these. You take everything you see with a grain of salt when it comes to projections, but based off the matchup, you know, this looks pretty accurate to me. So I'm going to be looking at it. But like I said, you can take any one from this team, honestly. All these guys have extremely great matchups today. Looking at that game. Now let's go back to Outlier, because I did forget to go over the exact matchup that we have for Scott. Oh yeah, we're on Scott actually. I was just talking about JT. Going back, yeah, JT right here in the middle, and then where's Scott? Scott's all the way at the bottom. So that was one of the things that was kind of scaring me. The projections, he only projected around, like I said, 0.9 hits. But once again, you can't really go off projections. But he is apparently supposed to be one of the worst hitters on the team. But as of recently, we'll go back here on the Outlier. I don't think this projection is correct, because if we look at it, if we go to the last 10 guys, look at these last 4 games in a row. We go to the last 5, just so we see a bunch of green. These last 4 games in a row, he's been killing it, guys. Way over his line of 1.5. I don't even know why this line is at 1.5. With the matchup against Irvin, having that 1.4 whip, and then the last 4 games where he's getting double, triple this lineup. I would have been putting this at 2.5 if I was the books, but hey, I'll take the advantage versus the matchup. I'm loving this for the last 4 games in a row. If we look at their head-to-head history, you can see he just cashed off, what, 2 days ago, yesterday, one of those 2. He got 5 in that game. Same thing we do versus right-handed pitcher, which is what Irvin is. That is a matchup for tonight. If I go click on that, we can see in their head-to-head history versus right-handed pitchers, he is 9 for 12 games, guys, versus them when it comes to the right-handed pitcher. And if we look at left-handed pitcher, you can see he does worse with a 2 out of 8. So with this matchup that we have tonight, we obviously have an advantage on the board. And we do last 10 as well versus right-handed pitchers in this last 10 games. You can see 7 out of 10 games, 4 in a row he's cashed it versus the right-handed pitcher. Left-handed pitcher, you guys can see that only 3 out of 10. So definitely have the advantage when it comes to the right-handed pitcher tonight. And like I said, that whip being at 1.40, obviously good for us. Plate appearance is a little bit shaky because, like I said, he is that 9th batter, so he doesn't get as many as Trey Turner would, looking at that game where he's all the way at the top. If I can find that chart. Yeah, Trey Turner being the first batter, so obviously he's going to get more at-bats than Scott would, but Scott has been extremely great recently. So even with him getting around, if he can get to 4 plate appearances, honestly, he should be able to catch this line pretty easily. He's been getting around 5 to 4. He got 3 here, but you can see even getting 3 plate appearances, he was able to catch this line. So I'm definitely going to be running with this one, guys, over 1.5. Looking at the exact matchup, technically, if we look at the board, this guy has the best matchup out of everyone so far. He has a pitcher with a great whip. He has nice history versus him. So if we look at it, 19 plate appearances, 7 hits, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Absolutely great. His season average, 250. We have an increase versus right-handed pitcher for his batting average. That goes to a 258. And his weighted runs created plus, we have a 94 versus the 107 when it comes to the right-handed pitcher. Same thing with Irvin. Irvin actually struggles more versus left-handed batters, which is exactly what Stott is. Now looking at it, his ERA, he has a 5.3 on the season. Versus left-handed batters, he has a 6.20. Batting average, he has a 266. Versus the left-handed batter, he has a 286. So honestly, guys, even look at his home runs. He struggles in every category versus left-handed batters, and versus right-handed pitchers, Stott normally does better. So not even just that, guys. Going back to it, like I said, we have an extremely great matchup when it comes to their head-to-head history. If we filter this once again by versus best matchups last 3 years, and then click on hits, you can see Stott is at the very top up here with the best head-to-head history. So honestly, I'm loving all 4 of these picks, guys, regardless if they're in the same game. I'm going to be using these props for my picks today over in VIP. Now, just to show you guys once again all the picks that we have Bryson, we have JT, we have Profar, and then we have Lindor. So those are the 4 picks that I have for you guys in today's video. Remember, I'm playing all these. I'm going to be straight betting all these and just make a little bit of cash when they do go through, and I'm also going to be parlaying those and then sending that out to the VIP plan. If you guys want the free play or my favorite out of these 4, I do give that to you guys for completely free. Just join that free plan down below in the comment section. I put $350 on my favorite 2 of all the plays we just went over. Send that to you guys, and I'm also going to be giving you guys another play for completely free as well. And also remember, if you want that free week of VIP picks, because you guys are supporting me right now, I'm going to keep supporting you guys. Join Sleeper or Chalkboard or ParlayPlay using promo code ApexBetz. I'm going to be hooking you guys up with a free week of VIP picks once you make a deposit. Just let me know down below in the comment section. Once again, once we get to 50 likes on this video, if we double it, I'll pick 2 winners. If we get to 100 likes, I'll pick 2 winners from the comment section. And just drop a like. Make sure you guys put any comment down below. It could be of anything. Hell, you could be a hater. You could still win a month of VIP picks. It doesn't really make a difference to me. And also, turn on your post notifications. We're on the road to 4,000. Don't want you guys to miss these videos. Let's keep it going, guys. On a massive win streak. And another thing, going back to that recap of the day, like I said, a massive discount on the year pass. We have 4 slots remaining. Once this is gone, it is gone, guys. Not going to be doing this anymore. We may have a couple month passes sell here and there if we get hot again. But right now we're on a hot streak, so once these sell out, I'm going to leave it there until our next streak or until we get knocked off this one. If you guys don't want to join the year pass, we still have that week at a massive discount as well, half off. You guys can join that. Everything you just saw is down below in the comment section. And with that being said, guys, good luck with all your bets, and I will catch you guys over in the next video.